Traders, we're back. We're going to be going over Shiba Inu coin today. Now, I'm going to be going over the chart in the middle of the video, so you can skip ahead to the chart if you want to see my viewpoints there. Now, going over the past few videos, I have said I expected more of a break back up to the upside, going into bigger gains. Now, since the last video, we are up over 50% on Shiba, and it's looking like you're getting a little bit of a top off. But there's a few things that we need to talk about before we get into the chart. So like, subscribe, do what you gotta.
I got no drip in my pocket. Forgot it, or maybe
So normally I would jump right into the chart, but the first thing I want to go over is Coinbase being down right now. The buying power of Shiba basically crashed Coinbase once again, and we've seen this happen time after time. Whenever you start seeing some of these cryptos run pretty wild, Coinbase tends to get dropped, and this happened with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now it's going right over into Shiba. Now, if you're on Coinbase, tough luck. I'm very sorry for you that you can't sell any of your coin. That's very tough. Currently, I am looking at other brokerages, so I'll have another video coming out on brokers designed specifically for crypto, and then you can do leverage trading as well. Typically, those don't go down as much as something like Coinbase because that's becoming a pretty big issue. Second, we need to talk about Robinhood. Now, we saw a dip yesterday on Shiba near the end of the day, and I think this correlated directly with Robinhood. Robinhood went over their earnings call. Their crypto revenue had dropped, and they did not really announce the crypto wallet or an expectation for the day to drop. In my opinion, this was something that I was prepared for and expecting somewhat of a dip coming with this because there was so much hype behind Shiba getting listed on Robinhood and things like that. Now, it was also under the understanding that you knew that Shiba wasn't going to be added right now. They would have made that public announcement, and this definitely would have boosted their revenue, and it would have made their stock valuation go up as well going into earnings based on the hype behind Doge. But there's a lot of stuff you can take from that earnings call, in my opinion, that is bullish towards Shiba, which we'll cover in the next video. And the last thing I want to talk about is them actually surpassing the market cap of Dogecoin, and they did it very fast. Shiba is on track to really start ramping up. The thing is can it take more traction than Doge did? Right now, it's definitely growing at a rapid rate, surpassing Doge's growth by astronomical numbers, so you need to take that into account. But what we're going to do now is take a really quick look at the chart, show exactly where I see us going, how we're moving on the chart, and how I see Shiba moving over the next few days. Let's get to it. All right, so to get a good technical viewpoint, just because if you look on the 1 hour, it's been literally quite a straight shot up. You're gonna have to go to a lower time frame. So I'm gonna use a 3 and 15 minute for better examples here. You had a really nice push all the way up to about 8.7, give or take. Now, the thing to take into consideration here is when this happened, Coinbase went down about right here. You topped off, and I believe Coinbase came back up, and then you started dumping from people trying to sell Shiba possibly, or just transfer funds and things like that. I do still think you're bullish, but looking at the overall trend right now, you can just grab and take a quick look at where you're at and kind of how you're riding this up. Now, this is a very, very short time frame trend, so you have to take that into account. This is nothing guaranteed or anything like that. However, what you're going to want to see is movement like this before ramping up for another move, getting some sideways consolidation over the day and a half. This has literally just been a straight upshot since you had that local dip on the Robinhood earnings, in my opinion. From there, we're moving very, very strong and very, very good. Now, getting a dip doesn't necessarily mean you're bearish. This is just setting up for more of a move. We've seen this happen before. You pushed up to 4.5, you pushed all the way back down to 3.3, and look at how you're moving now. From those levels, you are doubled in value, and it looks like you're just getting started. As we can look at the all-time highs as well, take a look at where you're at. Based on Coinbase and FTX's chart, you blew right past that double top, and you've almost gone up 50% from that value, a little bit, actually way more than that. So it's looking very strong as well. All indicators are setting up very nicely as well. You're getting a little bit of a push down on MACD. That's what you want to see. You want to see this reset, RSI dropping as well. This is indicating, in my opinion, that you are seeing a little bit of a sell-off on actual holders, but I think people are going to start stepping back in. You're getting more media attention, and I believe Robinhood will start pushing this as well. Again, I don't want to cover that too much in this video. I will be covering that in the next video just because it's going to take a little bit longer to cover all that information and go over my thesis behind that as well. But I'm telling you, looking at how we're moving on these trends, this does look strong. What you want to see is you're going to want to see this stock to start slowly consolidating sideways, whether it be on the lower end or the higher end. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. Consolidation is king here, and I think you're going to see buying power continue to ramp in here. Shiba does look extremely, extremely strong. The hype is behind it as well, and that there's one thing you've grown to know from these stocks and how they've moved, or cryptos as well, is that hype has really dialed in and given these cryptos the ability to really start running. And I don't think this is over. Yes, you've had a pretty nasty dip from here to here. I don't think it's over. I think you're going to start ramping back up. I do think buying continues in here. You're following the trend, and comparative to this last dip, this is nothing. If you compare the dip from here down to here, that's over a 25% drop. Here to here, you're looking right now roughly a 20% drop, a little bit under. Right here, this is roughly a 30% drop if you do the math on that from there to there. And now you're consolidating back to the upside. So you're going to need to see how you start moving at the end of the day, going into China's open, things like that. We'll have more updates coming out. Things on Twitter, I will start posting some charts there as well, just for late night updates, because crypto is, 24/7. So you're going to want to watch for that as well. Overall, still extremely bullish on Shiba, still very strong, one of the best plays out there. Crypto's doing crazy things, and if it's a really easy opportunity to make money right now. All right, so if you watched my previous Shiba videos, I will often go over some of the other cryptos that I'm liking, but right now, in my opinion, Shiba is the safest and strongest as of the time being. FTT, Solana, those are moving good as well, but right now, Bitcoin, Ethereum are pulling back, and so are some of these other cryptos. Shiba is on a track of its own, doing its own thing, pushing straight through every barrier. This is exactly what you want to see on your crypto, creating separation from Bitcoin as well. It continues to move up. It continues to dominate. This is exactly what you want to see from Shiba. And I think this continues going into the end of the week, and possibly some fireworks over the weekend as well. Again, like, subscribe, do what you got to do. The Discord link is down below for every single trade, the text alerts, everything like that as well. Twitter, all the socials as well. More updates coming. See you guys tomorrow. And remember, boys, we run the market.
I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we might have a problem, but that don't mean money.